Styles control everything in AutoCAD. Text styles are no different. They are actually very simple to create and edit, and probably one of the easiest styles in AutoCAD to use. Now, you can just open up any regular blank template file, or if you have another file already open, that's fine. To get to text styles, you just type in the word style and press enter. These are all of the settings you have available for your text style. As you can see, they all fit on one window. They're not very much. Over here on the left in this top are all of the styles that are in your file. And down here is a preview of what that selected style is going to look like. With this option here, you can see all of the styles in the file, or you can opt to see just the styles that are being used. It's up to you on what you need to do. Now again, there's only one window for text styles. Now to edit a style, you just select the text style that you want to edit, and you come over here and you make a change. You have the font type, and if you see these two T's together, that means it's a true type font. You see this little one, it looks like a compass with an A at the top right-hand corner. That's an Autodesk or an AutoCAD font. And there are a lot to choose from. Here you can change the font style. Some of them will have more than one option. There will be a regular or a bold or an italicized, etc. If I look here, I only have that one option. But there are a lot of different things that you can do with your text. Here you have the size. Now you can pick it to be annotative. This text right here called annotative is annotative. If an object is annotative, you set the height in the paper. That means when it prints out, it's going to be, however it's going to be. I'm going to say it's going to be 0.1 units. And this is in units in your file. So keep that in mind. If you're working in decimals of a foot, text size of 0.1 is very common, or oftentimes it'll go down to about 0.08 for regular text. So in this case, it's about 1/10 of an inch. That'll give you an idea of what it looks like. What this will do is that it will match it. If your text is in model space and you create a viewport, regardless of the scale of your viewport or the scale of your drawing, the text height will always be the same. It will adjust it automatically so that it looks the same on paper all of the time. Or you can just set the height. You say, I'm going to have this text be 0.1 or 0.5 or 20 or 100, whatever it needs to be. You can make your text upside down and backwards, or just one or the other. And you have an obliquing angle. This gives it a bit of an italics look to it. And you have the width factor. Now the width factor is the width of the characters. So the standard width factor of 1 will make the text just look like it's supposed to. If it's less than 1, it'll scrunch them together. If it's greater than 1, it makes them fatter or wider. It keeps the height the same. The height won't change, just the width. Now to create a new text style, you have to start by highlighting over one of these. And anytime you change the text, it's going to ask you if you want to save your changes. So you click yes or no. In order to create a new text style, select one of these text objects, find the one that fits best to what you're going to create, and then click new. Give it a name. I'm just going to call it new for this example. Click OK, and then make your changes accordingly. So this one has bold, italics, and regular. Not bold and italics, just either bold or italics. So this is a case where you may want to go bold and set your oblique angle to 30 to get it that way. I can make it even a little bit fatter like that. When you're finished, click apply, select the text, select the set current, and whenever you start new text, this will be the style that's used. Now text styles, as with all styles, are saved in that specific AutoCAD file. They're not saved on your computer, on a network, or anywhere else that you can get to them. So you can create a style that you want to use in other drawings, and if you're going to do that, you must import that style. I recommend that you create a standard set of text styles in a template file somewhere and start all of your drawings from that template file. Now, if you copy and then paste the text in from one file to another or insert text into a drawing, that text object style is not in the drawing, then the style will come with it. So that's one way to import your text styles into another file. However, if it is found, let's say we have a style called standard, which most CAD files do. So if I change this standard to anything else, doesn't matter what it might be. If I change that and then I copy the text and paste it into another file that has a standard style and the settings are different, it will adopt the style of the file that it goes into. It won't bring it with it and overwrite it. So be careful when naming your text styles. Don't use generic names like new or standard or the text height. I suggest that you start them with a company name. So let's say your company name is just XYZ Builders. And then I would give it a name like title, things like that. That way you know it's your text for your company, for your drawings, and nobody else's text styles will override them accidentally. So just be careful with that and keep it in mind.